you might feel like a stranger in your own life right now. Maybe the dreams you held years ago feel impossibly distant. You wonder if the person who once believed in them still exists inside you. This quiet ache is not failure. It is simply growth. By the end of this reflection, you will understand that letting go of what was necessary allows you to finally become what you were always meant to be. The feeling is a gentle kind of grief. You grieve for versions of yourself that never arrived, for goals that no longer fit your current shape. This isn't about abandoning effort or effortlessness. It matters because the tension between who you were and who you are creates a constant, low-grade hum of discomfort. You feel pulled in two directions at once. But what if the pulling apart is actually the thing that keeps you moving forward? The first mistake we make is thinking dreams are fixed points. We treat them like maps etched in stone. We assume they have a beginning and an end point, and that if we just work hard enough, we will arrive exactly at that place. But life does not operate like a GPS system. It moves more like a river. And rivers change their course constantly. Think about the dream you held when you were 12 years old. Maybe it involved becoming an astronaut or mastering a language. You felt absolute certainty. That certain feeling was powerful, almost physical. We cling to that initial burst of light. We view any deviation as proof of weakness. But what if those early dreams were not destinations at all? What if they were only signposts meant to show you the direction of your curiosity? The next hurdle is learning how to mourn the potential self. You have to grieve for the person who started this journey. That version needed those old dreams to feel whole. They believed that success looked like one specific, measurable thing. The realization hits you slowly. Holding onto these perfect images causes a lot of pain. It creates fear, the deep fear that if you let go of the goal, you lose your value. But there is one reason almost no one notices this subtle trap. We confuse the dream with the feeling it gave us. We mistake a sense of purpose for an actual outcome. The old dreams were not about the money or the title. They were about the feeling of possibility. That deep glow that comes from believing in something monumental. But if you only chase the shine and never look at the path under your feet, you risk burning out before you even reach a plateau. The biggest shift is understanding that dreams are often just temporary mirrors. They reflect where you are right now. They do not predict who you will be later. The first dream reflects the person with the fewest experiences. It only knows what it wants to become next. But if you keep letting your current life force those old versions of yourself, you deny the wisdom that comes from living fully. The second critical step is learning how to redefine success outside of achievement. Stop defining winning by external metrics, by applause or income. Start defining it by presence, by the quality of your focus in a single moment. Remember when you used to spend hours just looking at the sky, or perfectly listening while someone was talking. Those moments felt unproductive to an old ambition. Yet they are where real life lives. They gather the scattered pieces of you back together. This shift is not about giving up. It is about expanding your sense of self. You stop seeing yourself as a collection of achievements. You start seeing yourself as continuous movement. Like a tree that sheds its leaves every autumn to feed itself for winter. The fall away seems like loss, but it is actually preparation. A deep, quiet act of survival. But this acceptance creates a vacuum. It feels unstructured and unanchored. If the old guideposts are gone, where do you find your bearing? You might feel adrift, guilty even. Like you should be doing something big right now. But that sense of urgency is the biggest lie you tell yourself. It tells you that being full requires filling a container with grand plans. The true path forward happens in the quiet gaps, in the moments where you decide to do nothing at all. You start honoring the simple act of showing up for yourself today, without needing permission from yesterday's version of you. This is not quitting, this is curating your life. It is choosing your worth based on who you are, not what you have done. The final reveal requires slowing down time until it almost stops. The moment you fully accept that the you in these old dreams was never a fixed person, it was just a useful hypothesis. A story that helped you get to this very chair. You realize those early goals were actually scaffolding. They held up your learning, but now they must fall away for you to stand tall on your own foundation. Letting them go is the deepest act of self-respect. You are not failing because your dreams changed. You are succeeding because you grew into someone who needs a different narrative. The greatest fulfillment will never come from reaching an external peak. It comes from recognizing that the journey itself has been your reward all along. Your truest life is built in the space between was and is. Breathe into that space. Alive there. That is where you finally belong. What current dream feels like a weight instead of a wing?